Tuesday, December 28th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and certainly some snow still on the ground across much of the region from our Christmas weekend snow event. I'll give you the compilation map here in just a second. Also, wanted to start off with a look. This is an image I snapped or I grabbed off the internet right now from up at Beech Mountain. And the mountains have just had a big snow event out of this as well. And, of course, not only did they get the big synoptic snow event, they had upslope-type snows as well. So, snowy scene up and down the mountains. Now, here is the storm total compilation map in terms of the snow totals. I'm not sure. This might be a little tough to see on the video, but give me some reference points. The deeper shade of blue, that is the 6 to 12 inch category. The lighter blue, 4 to 6 inches. And then the amounts generally 4 inches or less in the other shades there. And notice all the way to the Outer Banks and coastal parts of the state. At least trace snow accumulation, so this was an event where mountains to coast, everybody got at least a little snow on the ground. The bullseye, northeastern parts of the state, over 12 inches in a corridor there, also the northeastern tip of North Carolina and the northwestern tip of North Carolina. Quite a snow event. This was a visible satellite image I grabbed yesterday, and most of what you saw on this satellite image is snow. There were some clouds up here near and northwest of the mountains, but most of what you saw east of the mountains here, that was the snow cover. Very impressive. Now there's the radar imagery this morning. Very quiet. That big blizzard has wrapped up over the New England states, but not before some areas got over 30 inches of snow. Taking a while for those folks to try to dig out of that. The nation midsection very quiet. Another system pulling into the Pacific Northwest. So another pounding from North California into parts of Washington State and Oregon, into parts of Idaho. But that's way away from us, obviously. Now, we do have another winter weather advisory in effect this morning. That was for the possibility of black ice. Still some snow on the ground, of course, and some of that melted yesterday, refroze overnight. So watch out for icy patches the first couple of hours today. By the way, those orange shaded counties down in Alabama and the Florida Panhandle, those are hard freeze warnings. And once again this morning, all the way down to Miami, freeze warnings in effect. So another big blast of cold air. There's the temperatures this morning. And a lot of cold air through the eastern part of the country. It's another one of those big blasts of cold that all the way down to into the Gulf of Mexico and Florida and the southwestern Atlantic. Let me go back to that temperature map. But notice what's going on right here in Texas. Some milder air building. That's going to be marching our way as we get deeper into this week. Here's the upper air chart for today. Basically now a zonal flow. There is another little disturbance here, right, moving through the desert southwest into Mexico. Looks like that one, though, is going to be too moisture-starved to bring any rain. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain Thursday morning in the mountains, but outside of that, just some clouds for the Piedmont. Going out a little deeper, there's that system swinging in. This is Thursday morning at 7 o'clock, and it's really beginning to dampen out as this next trough really digs back in the Rocky Mountain region. So here you go today. It'll be a sunny day. It's going to be a little bit milder than yesterday. Not nearly as windy as yesterday either. Today's highs, mainly lower side of the 40s for most of the Piedmont. Another cold one tonight. Many of us started off in the teens this morning. And not quite that cold tonight, but again, we're going to be down around 20 degrees or so. So another very cold night ahead. Tomorrow, for Wednesday, we'll keep that gradual warming trend going. Some clouds rolling in later in the day. Highs tomorrow toward the mid-40s. Thursday, still a pretty good amount of cloud cover around, but like I mentioned, I think we stay dry in the Piedmont. Maybe a little bit of freezing light rain or drizzle in the mountains. Highs Thursday, upper 40s to maybe touching 50 in some spots. And then everybody should be able to get up into the 50s in the Piedmont New Year's Eve there on Friday as the next system takes shape. Here's a look at Saturday. Cold front swinging in, so I'm gone with a chance of some showers from Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, ending sometime Sunday, probably Sunday morning. Not a very heavy rain event, but the shower chance is looking pretty good with this cold front as it pushes through, and then a chilly, although modified area of high pressure settles in for the early part of next week, so that'll probably kick some Piedmont highs back down into the 40s. Still a lot of uncertainty with exactly how then the latter stages or the second half of next week unfolds. The GFS wanted on the 0Z run to kind of bring some overrunning precip in. The European had us high and dry through the first few days of next week. So we'll see. I don't think any huge warm-ups coming. Let me show you one of the indices I like to look at. This is the NAO, the North Atlantic Oscillation. It's been negative, and strongly so, really, since mid-November. It looks like it's probably going to stay negative into the at least the first week or so of January, and probably, like I mentioned back in the winter forecast, it's probably going to stay negative for the majority of winter as a whole. So as long as that's the case, we have the chance of some shots of cold air from time to time. All right, that is it for today. Everybody have a wonderful day on this Tuesday, and God bless.